The secret of $1.26 million just from selling t-shirts. This YouTube channel discusses various tutorials about Canva and helps you earn money with Canva, so make sure you give thumbs up, comments, and subscribe to this channel because thumbs up, comments, and subscribe are free, guys. $1.26 million just from selling t-shirts may sound like a lie to some people, but let's see how this guy made such a fantastic income from just a t-shirt, and let's talk about making designs that this person made using only Canva. Let's check how much income people get when selling t-shirts on Etsy. We just type t-shirts for women, then there will be lots of design choices made and generate a lot of sales. Actually, the owner of the t-shirt or brand on Etsy doesn't necessarily have a place of their own production because they usually use a print-on-demand service, and they focus on making unique designs. Let's try to find just one for us to analyze, but if we look here, it looks like there are several shops that have a lot of sales, so we check just one or two so that it saves more time. We check it using the Alert.io tool, but you can use any other tool you like. After we see together one design that he made, it's actually easy to make, especially in Canva. From just this one design, he earns $115,000 and every month around $6,000 and continues to grow. Of course, the money he gets is also used to pay for clothes on print-on-site demand. If we assume that half of the income is used to pay for print-on-demand sites, then the income is still quite large with $50,000 for one item only. Now let's try first how to make a design like that for you to be an inspiration in making the next design. Okay, let's get started. First, open up Canva. If you already have an account, great. Just go ahead and log in. If you don't have an account yet, no problem, just sign up at canva.com. If you need Canva Pro, you can click on the description below, because we know for ourselves that you will have more convenience in designing with Canva Pro, but if you want to use the free version of Canva, that's okay too. So just click on the Create Design button and then click on the Custom Size button. This is an important step and I will explain why. It is to make sure that your printing company can print your design onto different types of t-shirts and garments. You'll want to make sure that the download size is as large as your chosen printing area size for most print-on-demand websites and apps. You'll find that information either on the product page information tab or inside of the FAQ. Each one is of course different. If you are just starting out and are confused about which print-on-demand is good, then I can suggest the 5 easiest places to print your custom t-shirts are Printful, Printify, Redbubble, Zazzle and Spreadshirt, but you can try first which one you like. You can upload your designs to all print-on-demand places because there are several print-on-demand places that also have a marketplace to sell their clothes, for example Amazon and Redbubble. Here are some of the most commonly used ones relevant to my subscribers. So for Printful, their Unisex Bella Canvas 3001 t-shirt has a printing area size of 12 inches by 16 inches. And What's Digital over Printify for t-shirts has a printing area for their Unisex Bella Canvas 3001 t-shirts of 4500 pixels by 5100 pixels. And over on Redbubble for their standard unisex t-shirts, their printing area is 12 inches by 16 inches. So luckily within Canva, when you're adding in your custom size, it tells you exactly how large it will be at each of those sizes, so there's no guessing like ever. You can select your canvas size to be either from pixels, millimeters, or centimeters. Once you've created a canvas, you want to change the background color for it by clicking on the blank canvas, and then a little color box will show up. Click that box and then select the color that you want. If you want to design a t-shirt, it's always good to have a black design background. The reason is because the majority of people really like black shirts and will buy them. You can check this by opening Etsy or Redbubble or Printify or any other print-on-demand site, but based on the design we researched, it happens to be white. If you like white in designing clothes, it's also okay, or other colors are also okay. This is just a suggestion. Free Images and Graphics. Canva's app contains a wide variety of free images and graphics. To access them, simply click on the Elements button in the left side menu. And then you can perform a search for any graphic you desire, filtering the results to display either photos or graphics, though the majority of t-shirts will use graphics rather than photos. It's also crucial to remember that having a pro account rather than a free one has advantages, like access to more graphics. The package includes some graphics that are accessible to both free and paid users. And then there are graphics that are exclusive to pro accounts, you can tell if an image is exclusive to Pro accounts since it will have the Pro crown symbol next to it. That don't have this icon are free graphics that are available for free accounts. If you want to find an image that you like, then you can use the info menu at the top middle. And you will find similar images or images based on the same keywords or images based on who the creator is. So if you want to make your designs more varied but have similarities with the elements you use, then you can use this feature. After hearing various tips and tricks that you can use to make your designs good, it's time for us to make designs like the one on the Etsy t-shirt. Now you search on the element menu with the keyword alphabet frame, and you will be given so many choices for your design. Just choose the word frame you want and arrange the frame according to the words you want to arrange. Because this is just a tutorial, I will use the word scream too, but if you make a design, make sure the design does not include other people's intellectual property rights. One more thing, I'm looking for a frame on the letter M which has a different length. It's a bit difficult. And if I want to make a frame, actually I can, but this video will take a long time to be a tutorial. I made a frame like that in another video, and we use a frame with the usual letter M. If you have a suggestion about a frame like the picture on Etsy earlier, you can type it in the comments column. So you choose one by one like this every frame and you arrange it as neatly as possible. You want to use the words afraid or loser, it's up to you. The next stage, we will make this scream writing like an Etsy image by adding a photo to each frame that we made earlier along with a red background. You first copy the frame that we have made into two parts, then you change the color of the frame to red. Now add a photo or graphic image, and it's up to you what photo you use because there are lots of photos and images in this Canva. You enter each photo to the one we have prepared and you just slide the picture if it doesn't fit by double left clicking, and we can shift every element in the frame earlier. Then you delete every image background that has entered the frame by clicking Edit Image and clicking the Delete Background button and wait until the process is complete. You repeat each process until all empty frames are filled with the photo you selected. If the frame is filled with all images, then you only need to shift the image according to the red frame above and adjust the size. The drawback of this Canva, we can't know the size of the photo we use because in the info section the exact size is not listed. So my advice, if you want to use a photo that you uploaded yourself, then make sure the resolution is large and enough for the design you make. I suggest that if you design with Canva, use an image with an SVG extension because an image with an SVG extension will not blur even if it is printed on a large canvas. Because SVG images are not created with pixels like photos but with mathematical calculations that make them able to be adjusted to the canvas size you want without making the image blurry. The next step, you just need to add other writings such as those above and below with the font with a small size. We equate the upper and lower texts with those on the Etsy t-shirt. To add your writing, just click on the left menu. On that menu you can add any text you want. I will just add a subheading, then we add the following sentence: according to the shirt, don't open the door, and so on. One more tip for writing words at the top is if you feel the sentence is too tight or too close or too far apart, then you can use the menu at the top middle of Canva in the form of spacing. The menu is used to adjust the space in a sentence so that it looks nicer and neater to use this feature. Then let's make a scream sentence at the bottom of the shirt. So you first copy the frame that you made earlier, then you put the frame on the bottom itself. Delete all frames or images that are not needed and look for elements that are similar to the t-shirt, but because the elements I'm looking for are a bit difficult, so I use elements with the keyword run. The last stage, you just need to add various supporting elements that you can use on the menu element on the left, and adjust it to the design you made. For this design, only elements in the form of water drops are under the letter M, but if you want to add other elements, it can also depend on the creativity you make. Now it's time for us to download the work we made earlier for us to upload to the print-on-demand site that we chose. Unfortunately, we'll need to save it as a PNG file, which fortunately is extremely simple to do in Canva. However, Canva only saves PNG files in low quality, not high resolution, so we'll need to adjust our save settings a little. Currently, it won't print with that white background, because we will remove it with the delete background function on files with PNG extension. Additionally, by simply sliding the image size slider button all the way to the right, we're going to expand the image size by 3. Since this will result in a very large file, it might take some time to save. So, kindly bear with us while we accomplish this. Basically, by sending our print supplier a much larger file than the printing size, they will shrink that file to the printing size, therefore increasing our dots per inch. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons and leave a comment below this video to let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, please drop me a comment below this video to let me know what you would like to see next, and what type of videos you want me to create for you. I will be able to respond back to you as soon as possible. Also be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.